Hello, everyone, and happy Summerween. Let me just preface this by saying thank you to all the people on YouTube who watch my videos. This is the most watched video that I have. This has like 21,000 views. And my other Five Nights at Pinkie's four videos have quite a few also. They have close to that. The thing I don't understand here is that I also did a full playthrough, or a relatively full playthrough of the original Five Nights at Pinkie's, which is based on Five Nights at Freddy's 1. And it's a good game, and I put effort into the videos, like doing a little bit of editing, making some funny sound effects. Barely anyone has watched those videos. Just like barely anyone has watched most of my game content on my channel. This isn't a rant about how bitter I am about that or whatever. It's just confusing to me. Because this video is not good. This is me having nothing else to do to play on Halloween 2018 and deciding, oh hey, I played Five Nights at Pinkie's last year, so let's see if I can find Five Nights at Pinkie's 2. And I found this. And this was not the one that it was not the actual Five Nights at Pinkie's 2. It's some sort of weird knockoff made by this Jaden Grams person that, like, so it isn't even a good game. It's a terrible game. And I didn't understand at the time even how to play it. Because I'd never played any Five Nights at Freddy's games other than, and only had played Five Nights at Pinkie's 1, which is based on Five Nights at Freddy's 1. Whereas Five Nights at Freddy's 2 added a whole bunch of new mechanics. So so the whole point of this video is to razz the video that we made back in 2018 on, like, you know, talking about how I'm just gonna basically be laughing at myself and how stupid the whole situation was. But I don't understand you people. Why have 20+ thousand of you watched this and commented a bunch on it, trying to give me gameplay tips when I made it very clear, even in the video, that I didn't want to play it, that I wasn't interested in this, that I wasn't gonna play it anymore? I don't understand. But thank you for watching this. But I have to ask you, if you watch this, please consider watching some of my other gameplay videos, my other series. I have some other I did some good horror stuff. I did all the Bendy and the Ink Machine stuff. My Undertale playthrough is really good. I mean, this isn't just me trying to be egotistical. It's just stuff I enjoyed and had a lot of fun playing. And I continue to do gameplays like all the time. Right now we're playing Our Life, Beginnings and Always, which is, you know, a completely different style of game. But I do horror stuff every year. I have horror series every year for Halloween, and sometimes this time of year for Summerween on June 23rd. Happy Summerween, everybody. By the way, if you've ever seen Gravity Falls and you know that Summerween is just Halloween in the summer, we celebrate every year, and this is what I'm doing this year. I'm not playing a whole series. I don't have time for that. I just wanted to address this because this is ridiculous, that this is the most watched video on my YouTube, and it continues to get views. Like, a lot of views. What? I know it's partially the YouTube algorithm fault, but please, anyone who sees this, anyone who's watching this, maybe they've watched the original, maybe this will hit the algorithm also. Please go watch some of my other stuff. Give it a chance. And check out some of my friends' channels. Slabs4 is a good one. You know, my friend Saikai, Sorrow Echo is her name, but her channel is Saikai. You know, they have good YouTube channels as well. They have more subscribers than I do, you know, but whatever. Anyway, the whole point is, I'm not trying to drum up subscribers or anything like that. I'm just wondering, absolutely confounded that this video is so popular. Let's get on with the show.
It's close to midnight.
And I also like Thriller, apparently. This is something I wanted to do. I mean, I listen to Thriller every Halloween, and I think that's cool, but
once again, it is the witching hour. It is Halloween.
The witching hour would then become the name of my videos
And in our tradition,
for Halloween.
as we started last year, we are going to
Instead of
play
tradition, it
5
was like
nights
something I did one time.
at Pinkie's 2.
2! Ooh, this guy
I am
is
the
so...
Lobster Gamer, and
Oh.
we
The Lobster Gamer. What a cool name this guy had. Ooh, ooh. He's a...
to go up against
They're a
the
real
horrifying
gamer.
Nina Diane
Ooh,
Pye.
the horrifying cursor over Pinkie's face.
A new game. I have no clue if this is even the version of this game that is.
You could have
related
did a
to
little
the other
research.
game, because there seems to be so many versions of these games now.
There was a lot of versions of
It was
them, though,
made
to be
in
fair.
2015 by Jaden Grahams.
I feel like this was made before the other one, too.
Scott Cawthon. Hopefully, this doesn't just include.
God bless
like,
Scott Cawthon.
some of the
Just want to say big
characters
thanks for
that
Five
didn't
Nights at
get
Freddy's
lazy. Hopefully
existing.
It's all pony characters. If it's not, maybe I'll just find the original version. But let's try this.
There was no
See
original
what
version,
happens.
spoiler alert.
I have no
There
clue.
was no Five Nights
Never
at, Pinkie,
played
Five Nights at
this
Pinkie's 2 or
or
Five
the
Nights at Pinkie's 3.
Five Nights
Just
2.
1 and
So
4.
here we go.
They never made Philly location.
Pizza Palace, abandoned pizzeria given new life. Come be part of the new and improved version of Pinkie's Pizza Palace. We wish you a warm welcome in our brand new 2018 styled kids restaurant.
I,
Only
for whatever played it in
almost
2018.
$8,000 per week. What? That's more than they were gonna pay me last time.
$8,000. That's a lot of money
And apparently
for this kind of job.
2018 style restaurant.
I think that's more than William Afton pays you to work at
Really creepy.
the
Like
the
really
real
creepy.
FNAF restaurants.
Like we're in the 2018 year, even though this was made in 2015.
Yes, we get it.
I would
It was
play
2018. You really enjoyed playing this game in 2018. Yep.
What will happen?
What will happen?
That loud phone.
The
call.
MS Paint.
Wow, I wish I could turn this volume down. Wait,
Was it that loud?
this is like.
Hello? Hello? Well, if you're hearing this, then chances are you already know this place has been a lot more fixed up and way more optimized than the other
Is it?
place.
Is it?
Yeah. And anyways, I know it may look a slightly confusing
I
on
think-
the first look, but this place is still being worked on slightly by a
Yes, that's right. You closed those doors.
people. I mean, like,
That.
to be honest, as we speak, but I just wanted to
Oh yeah, this is great content with no conversation. I know you're trying not to talk over the phone person, but the little kid on the phone. But this is real great content. Hey there, Rainbow Dash. Look at that. I got jump scared secondhand watching this.
So.
And someone in the comments had to tell me, Fronty MLP had to tell me that
But
I didn't check the music box, and that's why Rainbow Dash got me. That person had a lot to tell
Definitely
me.
not related to the other Five Nights at Pinkie's too. Pinkie's. I need to find the real version at some point, but we will play this.
You're only just realizing now that this isn't related to the other one. It's a
The doors
completely
were
different
locked
game
in that
creator.
Scenario. And the person was still on the phone talking, and where the heck did Rainbow Dash come from?
Yeah.
Am I supposed to look at the cameras to? I know some of the mechanics that are in the other game.
Yeah, you know about the
Some of
music
Rainbow
box.
Dash. I know the characters in the since I played Five Nights at Pinkie's 1, I actually really got into the whole Five Nights.
Yeah,
at Pinkie's thing. Looked
yeah,
up
you
all-
did. You got into the lore a lot. You looked into all the
I know
stuff.
a lot more about the series than I did.
You think you're so smart.
And kind of what's going on.
Yes, we get it.
So maybe Rainbow Dash is like the marionette character, and I was supposed to wind the music box.
Yeah,
to make
well, you know, that person in the comments also told you that because they're smart and they wanted to tell you everything about how to play the game like you actually cared about playing this
not
game.
pay attention to the not very good phone call person. I might even just mute the phone call person.
Yeah, the phone call person does talk too much, don't they?
Turn down the volume of the game a little bit on my recording too. You're gonna.
It's weird hearing myself talk. Oh, look at my desk. There's my desktop in 2018, everyone. Congratulations. Very professional there. Yeah, this is back when we were using, like, that really janky, like,
I don't know. Okay.
screen capture thing before OBS Studio existed.
New game.
And you just had, like, that thing.
Gonna pay me
that had like
$50 or
watermarks or whatever.
And it's gonna be 2018.
It's 2018. Yes, we get it.
They're really weird pony models that aren't.
They're
scary,
like
but
plushies.
have, like demented version of the show pop up there. Okay.
Yeah, we had Rainbow Dash.exe pop up there.
If I look at the cameras this time, crank the rainbow. I don't know.
Crank the rainbow?
Yeah, I mean that was.
What?
I'll give him that.
Where's my What?
It was probably actually scarier than the Five Nights at Pinkie's.
Was it scarier though? It was not scarier.
To...
Don't be dumb.
Okay, we gotta. That's what it is. Okay, there are vents.
Hello.
There's Rarity.
Oh yeah, we have Rarity in this one. That's right. They put Rarity in. She's like the Twilight of the world. Fluttershy's weird, like distended neck.
Okay, what? How is this supposed to solve it?
Yeah, this weird MS Paint thing that someone made here. It doesn't look like Five Nights at Freddy's 2 at all. You should have known better at this point. Yeah, you better wind up Rainbow Dash, man. Oh, that
Wait,
little
that's the
alarm
warning,
is
the
the
Rainbow
Rainbow
Dash
Dash
alarm.
alarm. Okay, we both get that now. We both understand that at this point. Yeah. Why was I complaining about the phone? The phone is barely audible. Yeah, see how bad this is, though? There was no point in playing this. What was the point in playing this? Why didn't you give up sooner? There is literally nothing. He is terrible.
Wait, what? 2002?
Also, someone was telling me I needed to go check the ceiling for Fluttershy. How do you even check the ceiling for Fluttershy? There is no ceiling. You can't look up.
This is annoying.
You can't check the ceiling for Fluttershy. You can't check the vents.
Shut up. Like,
What was I supposed to
the
do
guy
here?
in regular whatchamacallit is supposed to be annoying, but this is really annoying.
Oh, boo-hoo, get over it. Yeah. I did the Five Nights at Freddy's
You're not.
Choose Your Own Adventure novel recently, and it was interesting with that. You play as the phone guy before before the events of FNAF. That was kind of cool. That's like supposed to be the week before the actual next FNAF, and I'm pretty sure you're playing as the guy who recorded all the phone messages.
Boring.
Well, then stop playing it. Seriously, this is a 20-minute video. You didn't find it that boring if you kept playing it. Just saying. I think it was more out of frustration. You think you have to have this great content, your wonderful content where you record a crappy Flash game and then put it on the frickin' internet. Oh.
Oh, apparently a Fluttershy got in. And I couldn't see it because I was in the camera.
I was supposed to check the ceiling
You know
for
what?
Fluttershy,
This
guys.
is a really poorly made Pinkie's game. A really poorly made
Is it
game, and I forgot to
really poorly made?
This
Is it
time-
really
That
poorly
person
made?
literally talks for like the entire night, and they're not. This is the problem I have with fan-made FNAF
Is it?
games.
Oh boy, here we
that
go.
I've noticed.
You've played
I
how
know
many
the original
fan-made
one, the
FNAF
phone
games
guy
at this
is
point?
Supposed to be annoying, but in these
You haven't played any.
fan-made
You've played this
games,
and
there's
the
a lot
other
of, like,
Pinkie's game.
People who just obviously wanted to hear themselves talk and be creepy.
Or maybe
so they
you
just
had
say
played
stuff
like Five Nights at
"You're okay
McDonald's at this point.
now," all the time, like it was. Oh, I guess that was kind of intimidating, kind of scary what I just said. Just ignore that. Nothing bad's gonna happen.
Yeah,
It's like,
the original
it's
phone
not
guy
true.
is annoying. We
You
get
do
it.
that. You're just being pretentious. This is
You're just
stupid.
being pretentious. This is stupid. You think you listen to yourself talk here.
But I don't know if I can beat the first night. Obviously, this is
Obviously,
harder
you can't.
than the number one game.
Because you
but in
didn't
a
listen
way
to
that
Fronty
doesn't make
MLP
sense.
tell you how to
I
play the
have
game in the
doors,
comments.
And I guess there's the sound cues, but it just I've seen what FNAF 2 looks like, and it doesn't. Look
You were
like
never good at
this.
FNAF. Don't pretend like you
This
can
doesn't
be.
make any sense. Do I have to check the?
Yeah,
vents
you had
for
watched a full
Fluttershy?
playthrough of FNAF 1 through
So
3 at this
I
point
guess
on
I have to
YouTube.
learn how they work. So let's give it another shot. I guess I could be loading this well.
You know who has good FNAF content that you should be watching? Andy Matronic. Go watch Andy Matronic instead of mine.
I'll
I'm not telling you not to give me views,
This
but
isn't scary,
seriously,
though.
why
I
do people
know,
keep
right?
watching this?
I'm just.
How is this entertaining you to the point where you have to get the 20,000 plus people are watching this video?
Ambient music and stuff, and maybe
I have a whole channel called Holly's Ponies Adventures where I do unboxings of pony toys and other pony games. Oh, you playing Silent Hill Homecoming? Is that when you're playing that on Twitch back then?
Crank that beautiful. I think I have to look at ponies or something. I have audio only on that one. There's a party room. Wow, look at how deformed they are.
Weird claymation models.
Rarity, go away. Stop it, Rarity.
Go away, Rarity. Go away! Go away! There's no place like home. There's no place like home. Yeah.
I don't know how we deal with Rarity.
You're just not funny. This wasn't entertaining. Why do 20,000 people think this is a great idea? Why do you need to tell me? And then there was like a person who asked me in Cyrillic where I got this game from, and I sent it to them.
They've moved a little bit.
And then there's some person who decided to react to every single comment that I had with a bunch of frowny faces, or like shocked faces.
Have some kind of a mask you could put on.
To be fair, this sort of game usually attracts like 10-year-olds, so...
Make them confused.
Yeah, there was a mask. You hide from Foxy with the mask.
I mean, I know Rarity's there. So
Yeah, this doesn't have any of the
Rarity goes away.
things that you can have in...
See if they moved it all, because last time it was actually Fluttershy that got me.
You can't have any of the
Also, there's supposed to be
gimmicks
like
of
that room
FNAF 2.
where could be dismantled versions of them. Maybe they will still show up. I don't know. I don't know if they can. I mean, I probably can beat the first night because the power doesn't seem to be going down that much. I could probably just lock that one door. She's just chilling there. Because we got Rarity this time.
Are you funny?
And they look like they're made badly out of clay. Like the Pinkie especially.
Rarity has no
Fluttershy
eyes.
has a little tiny head. Rarity actually looks
Oh,
like
yes.
she has proportions but no eyes.
Classic Holly, or classic The Lobster Gamer sitting there and like talking about how you're having to analyze the pony models. Who would do that? Who would sit here and talk for like 5 minutes about what the pony models look like? Hey, at least you're talking now, not just sitting there in silence doing nothing.
Yeah, we're just gonna chill. I forget like
69 power
how
nice.
to get rid of them. I don't know what I do. Like they weren't even.
Well, don't do anything. Just stay there.
Oh, Rarity is like right here in the electrical room now.
Yeah, Rarity really does her best, right, guys?
Oh, Pinkie. Well, I've just locked the doors, so you know they can't get in. So if they get in,
Yeah. Pay attention to the time,
I don't
too,
know how
idiot.
they're getting in. Because there's literally no way for
Doesn't
them
look
to
like
get
a way
in.
to celebrate. This game looks like it took all of like 5 minutes to make.
Down a lot faster now.
At least they credited Scott Cawthon.
We'll give that a shot.
Pinkie's coming. Don't close the door. Yeah, I mean, imagine sitting here and not talking and being really boring and not having commentary over the video that you're commenting on, or the game that you're commenting on. Oh yes, there. Everybody likes listening to you sing during streams. That's their favorite thing.
Down now, 'cause Rarity's there. I hear.
Yeah, you look at this and you think, how did someone make
there's
this?
Pinkie. Yeah, this
You gonna give up?
is not scary.
Hmm.
And
Why did you play it for 21 minutes and 48 seconds?
So I know I should be able to get the Pinkie mask, right? I think we might just leave it off here. I mean, I should play this more.
Should you play this more?
Particularly fun or scary, and I'm not really learning anything.
Yeah, this video isn't particularly fun or scary to watch. So why do 20,000 of you think so?
Am I supposed to understand things? This is not the actual Five Nights at Pinkie.
I study like this
I
all
will
the
put
time.
this up as a joke. I will
Did
find
you?
the actual Five Nights at
Guess
Pinkie.
what? You never
Hope
did
you're all
that.
having a safe and fun Halloween. We'll do
None of
one
this
more.
ever
We'll
happened.
do one more. We'll see if we can beat the first night. We
We didn't put it up as a joke, spoiler alert. This was my actual Halloween content for that year. Like, all of it.
Able to put on a better show for you here. Pretend to be scared.
Seriously, if you all are just watching this and it's the only video on my channel you entirely watch,
I'm more
what are you even doing here?
by the ones that look
Go watch something else I've made. It's way better.
ones that look like clay puppets.
Especially when I was in the Lobster Gamer era. That stuff's all terrible. I mean, it's not all terrible, but that persona is terrible.
Like the Rainbow Dash was actually a little freaky, but these other ones have just been.
Yeah, to be fair, even the Rainbow Dash, even secondhand jump scared me.
You go away forever. I'm gonna see. I don't know why Rarity insists on being there.
Go away!
Accomplishing anything.
Because it's the Five Nights at Pinkie's game, and she's Bonnie, and Bonnie always does that.
That's still a little much. I mean, this is like the other game. I didn't really see anybody but Twilight the first.
Yeah, this is kind of not like Five Nights at Freddy's at all, right?
These was harder. That was the point. Like it was supposed to be harder, right? I mean, that's the point of it.
No.
But I don't know that this is.
At least you're not trying to eat something while you
On
play.
the wall. Oh, it's
You know, you have a bad habit of trying to eat things while you play games. So everybody has to listen to you eat.
I'm gonna stop the threats of Rainbow Dash.
No one can do that.
Is Rainbow Dash. I also have come a lot farther in
jeez.
on the pony fandom since I did Five Nights
Have
at
you?
Freddy's.
Oh
I
no.
know the
Don't talk
characters,
about that.
But we're gonna celebrate this really crappy.
No, don't talk about your
feel like
where you've
it's-
come along in the pony fandom, please.
We all Pinkie's.
No one wants to hear about that.
Pinkie's come. Let's maybe do that. Maybe.
Yeah, the time in this goes down way too slow.
Other side.
This is.
Still there.
I'm getting bored watching this. Why do you all think this is such a good video?
Up this one to avoid. I don't know what side Pinkie comes in. If she just comes in the left side. Fluttershy is still there. I don't know how Pinkie gets in. Oh, she's on the right side also, or something. I don't know.
I have never understood how the map works in FNAF.
It's the original party horse, I guess.
Ever. How do you know? Do you
That
know?
Probably drains the power a lot faster, actually. Wow. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, especially when you reply to my comments and tell me that, oh yeah, I could tell you weren't having fun. Well then, why did you comment that? To tell me how to play the game, knowing how to, like,
Get bad till
check the ceiling for Fluttershy isn't gonna make me enjoy the game more. It's not a fun game. It was a badly made game. To start with, you can only polish a turd so far.
Rarity's in there.
Am I the only person who's ever played this on YouTube or something?
We're just gonna try to leave these closed. Why not?
Oh,
I mean, I don't know.
now we're gonna close the doors and just sit there and probably not talk for
I
the
mean,
rest
we
of the
got
game.
More hours of this yet.
At this point, you could tell I was completely done with this, like completely and totally, and no one cared. Is this pretentious too? This is pretentious. You know, in another 5 years, let's drag this video out and make fun of this by recording my own commentary over this one and how stupid I was to do this. Yes, if you left the doors closed, you know, you could probably win the night, but you're not gonna do that, are you?
Maybe if we start hearing the bad noises again, we can close them really fast.
Are you? Do you even hear the bad noises? You don't know what that sounds like.
Listen to the noises.
You have no concept of the bad noises.
Like that, and then maybe that, and then do this. Like close the doors every time we go to do this.
You can't hear sound cues. You know this.
Where Pinkie is. Pinkie's running around being Pinkie. Yeah, okay.
Didn't check the ceiling for Fluttershy. You're losing.
Halfway through the night, and we're more than halfway down on power.
Also, did you know you didn't because you got Rainbow Dash got you because you didn't wind the music box?
That's what we gotta do.
It's important to know that after the fact, like after you already realized it, like 5 minutes in.
I don't know which side they come from. If I had any clue what side they came
Why don't you close the lights? Close the doors. You got 2 more hours left, like an hour and a half left. You got plenty of power. I don't know. Not that I'm any better at FNAF games now, like 5, 6 years later, but or better at math for that matter. But yeah, this is thrilling content. I can see why this is such a popular video. You've already let Pinkie in. It's too late.
Are bugging out now. Pinkie is.
Hi, Fluttershy.
Like Fluttershy was already in the room. I guess. I almost thought I was gonna make it that time.
You didn't check the ceiling for Fluttershy. That was truly your flaw.
Making this, but I'm not going to. We're just gonna call that a night. This has been Halloween. This has been not the version of it's a real version. It's just not the version I wanted to play. And I apologize to Jaden Grams, 2015.
Don't apologize to Jaden Grams for 2015. He has no. He did not earn anything. He did not earn your apologies. This game is garbage.
And the jump scares are still jump scares. Maybe I'm
No, they're not.
jaded now.
No, the jump scares are
I will endeavor
are still images of the characters from My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic.
animatronic SFM looking ponies. And
You don't know what SFM means. You still don't.
I'm the Lobster Gamer, and have a happy and safe Halloween 2018, and watch more of my other videos.
Yes, watch more of my other videos. But anyway, watch more of my other videos. The professional quality that you come to expect from Holiday Cheers channel. Hope that you've enjoyed this. Happy Summerweed. Hope this has been at least somewhat entertaining. But you know what? Give this one another 20,000 views. Why not? Why don't you watch me watch my video back? Isn't that entertaining? We'll see you next time.